Welcome back to the One Trail at a Time podcast. I am your host, Boogie. Before we get started, I want you guys to like this video. Doesn't necessarily mean that you like me as a person or even like my podcast. And I'm just joking. I know you like it because that's why you're here. But I would need you to like it and share it because I have some important information that I'm trying to get out there, and I need to work in this YouTube algorithm so we really can get this information out there. And the information that I am stressing today is I'm rocking my Rad Power Bikes hat. So you know this is a sponsor. I'm just joking. I don't have any sponsors, but I'm rocking my Rad hat because this is about the e-biking community as a whole, not just Rad, but Saunders and Trek and whoever else has e-bikes in the out on the trails, on the street. This is an important thing that's going on right now. Many of you out there, I'm hoping that many of you are aware of what the movement that is happening within the government, and this movement is dealing with BLM land. That is the Bureau of Land Management. The Bureau of Land Management has over 30,000 acres of land. That is it's actually more than that. It's more. uh I don't have the exact number, but I'll throw it up on the screen. It, Ignorance is bliss, right? Um, but they have a lot of land that they are debating, and they are holding a open forum for people to express their like or dislike of this issue. And I am on the side of e-bikes being on the trail. Why? Because I e-bike, and I e-bike for a specific reason, which is I have knee issues, and riding the e-bike really does allow me to get out and enjoy the great outdoors like I did several years ago when I got into backpacking. And this go around, this year, this stage in my life, I want to do more touring, and I want to do it on my fat bike whenever possible. Now, as of right now, if you don't know, it is legal for you to mountain bike in national forests and national parks. In some state parks, states govern how they dictate how these specific parks are going to run. So be mindful of that, and please, please, if they say no motor vehicles, obey that. Don't bicker with it. Change will come in time. And there are many people fighting this the right way. You don't have to be a crusader in the park. There's, like I said, right now there's a forum going on that is uh allowing us, the e-biking community, to express our love and our need to be able to use these bikes everywhere. Okay, I have links in the description. Also, we'll jump to my PC, and I'll throw this up on the screen for you. This is the BLM document of the e-bike regulations, of what they are talking about, what they hope to achieve, and all of that good stuff. The link is in the description, so jump on that and read what this is and how we can go forward. This next image is it's the actual forum itself, and you guys can. I won't tell you what to say, but you can kind of read through the comments of people that are for it and people are against it. And to be honest with you, uh, if you are against this, which you have the right to be, I just want to have the understanding of why you are against it. Um, I don't know if you possibly have a misconception of e-bikes. I don't know if you think that it gives a unfair advantage. I'm really not sure. I know that a lot of people, there are many people that try to make the argument of what a motor vehicle is and what's the definition of a motor vehicle. If I want to be crazy about it, I would say a motor vehicle is a combustion engine vehicle that only allows you to go put, 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 and zoom, right? That's what I would say if I was just being ignorant about it. But in reality, I won't break it down to what a e-bike is. I mean, not an e-bike, but what the definition of a motor vehicle is. I'll throw it right here. This is the definition of a motor vehicle. It's simple and straight to the point. Anything combustion or motorized, it's a is or it's a motored vehicle. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's combustion. Doesn't matter if it's a RC motor, basically like a e-bike. Okay, so what this forum is doing is giving everybody the right and a voice, the American way, to have an opinion about why it should or shouldn't be. Why I want it. My knees have been getting bad. And I can't walk and put on the miles like I used to on flat. Well, I can't. I would make say if flat land I can do great, but I mean overall with the extra weight on my back, going uphill, downhill, straight, it's it's a thing, and I can walk for about an hour at a time before my knees start to swell up like softballs. So that's where I'm at and why I want it. And I found some really great websites that I am going to throw on the screen as well. These this is a website that I found a little while ago, and it to me is spectacular. This is the last thing that I was looking at. This is bikepacking.com. Bikepacking.com has a lot of great information that's global. I am looking on the state side of it, but this thing is global. It also navigating through it just to explore things. It gives you different bike packing options, different types of bikes from gravel full frame to even us fat bikers. You know why this is how I found it. I did a Google search for fat bike trail riding and it pointed me right here. God bless it. And it you can pretty much ride any type of bike on these you want. Now, this has a mixture of national parks, state parks, and BLM land. Um Sometimes when you go through the descriptions, also with this when you're going through this website, this is why I love it. I'm looking at the Ozarks right now. It's 206 it's 263 miles, as you can see here. It tells you the approximate time. It tells you how much is unpaved, single track. Um, how much is writable all the time. So this writable thing, this is a uh a indication of it could be two things that can happen on this 99% rideable. It could either be a few water crossings, or there are sections where mountain bikes aren't allowed and you may need to push your bike. And so that's where how you get that number of what's rideable and what's not, what factors into rideable and what's not. So that the rideable and not could be water or somewhere where you just have to push your bike. Um, and depending on the incline, as you can see in this video, you may need to push it anyway. Um, but this website, reading through just the descriptions of what's going on, um, it's really, really helpful. It gives you the difficulty, gives you a couple shots there. People have written articles on here. It gives you a nice map of what you can expect and things to get along on the way. So you can find food, water. These caution signs tell you about what's happening. And it indicates if there's a water crossing or if that's the spot where you may need to push your bike. So these maps that you can download to your GPS system, as you can see here, that they allow you to download this information so won't be in the dark if you have your GPS. Also, you have your highlights about this road, things you must know, camping, food, H2O. This is like one of the most important parts. Food, you should kind of be, I mean, it's 5 days. I don't know how much food you're going to take out there at one time. I mean, personally, if I'm going out there for 5 days, I'm going to take 5 days worth of food. And if I can find a place to eat while I'm out there, I'll find a place to eat. But guaranteed, I'm taking me some meals out there. Papa ain't starving. It also has trail notes. So there's and these trail notes may be very, very helpful going forward of when you get into looking at these trails, if you're going to put your e-bike on it or not. Uh, what it may be saying that this may not accept motor vehicles. So this website is really, really helpful to us in the biking community, because I am a cyclist first, a e-biker second. I want to obey all rules and laws at all times. But I also know that there is a change at hand, and there is a level of acceptance that people need to, get on board with. But again, I want you guys to smash the like button and share this video and let me know uh, if you agree or disagree with this, because the more we talk about it, we can bring some awareness to it and we can all get a understanding and find some common ground out here on this. I'd like to thank you for joining me on the One Trail at a Time podcast. Before I get out of here, though, I also want to say leave your comments below. Starting the next podcast, I'm going to start shouting out the people that's leaving comments. Please don't get ignorant in the comment section. I haven't had that happen yet, but please, I mean, be respectful of everyone's opinion. There's no reason to really fight over this. Uh, you just respect other people's opinions. I'll respect your opinion if you respect my opinion. And it's all love. If you're a cyclist, then it's all love. If you just feel like the bikes aren't e-bikes aren't on it shouldn't be on the playing field with a true cyclist and gravel biker, say that. I mean, I respect it. My knees would disagree with you, but I respect it. Remember, guys, live life one trail at a time. See ya.